Alright, so I'm going to show you how to do the treble 3 together plus the puff stitch row. So at the beginning of your row, you already did the single crochets. You're going to chain 4, and for this row that's going to count as a stitch. So then you start to work your treble 3 together, and we're going to start in the first stitch, which was the stitch that you joined with the previous row with a slip stitch, and then you yarn over twice and go into that stitch. You work a partial treble treble stitch, and then you've got two loops on the hook, and then you yarn over twice, insert your hook into the second stitch, and then you yarn over, go through twice, like working another partial treble stitch. So you've got the chain 4 and then the 2 partial trebles, and then you're going to work one more to finish your partial or your treble 3 together. So this is a stitch, it's counting as a treble by itself, so this is going to be the treble 3 together, these 3. Then you yarn over and go through all 4 loops, and that is your treble 3 together. To work the puff stitch, you're going to yarn over and then go in through on the right side of your treble 3 together, and then yarn over, and you're going to just keep on going back around this treble 3 together. You're going to do that 4 times. That was 2, 3, and then 4. And you're going to do it loose so you could get your yarn through at the very end. It might take some practice. And then you yarn over and draw through all these loops. The trick that I use is I push up on my hook, and then I kind of wiggle it through. Oops, almost lost it. And then that's your first one. To move on, you're gonna start your next treble in the last stitch of your previous one you worked. So you yarn over and yarn over twice, and then work that treble 3 together again, working in the next stitch. Whoops. And then the third stitch. So this treble 3 together was worked 1 in the last stitch of the previous one, and then 2 more after that. So then you're going to yarn over and go through the 4 loops on your hook, and then work that puff stitch again around the treble 3 together, going around it 4 times. And then yarn over and go through all your loops. And then you'll continue to do that around the round. And then once you get to your last stitch, this is where the last one will be worked, and then you'll have one more stitch left. In that stitch you're going to work your treble, and then you're going to join to the 4th chain of your beginning chain, which did count as a stitch for this row.